Well, hi folks. Here I am. I'm out at Wren Falls. It's November 4th, the day after elections. All the stress and all of the worries and all of the concern over this election and who won and who lost, and there's people that it really tore them up. It really tore them up. I just couldn't watch it anymore. I couldn't watch it. I saw too many dear friends just so concerned that things are going to change so bad for us all. And I can see that if the election, we don't even have the final results yet, but I can, there's things on either side that I can see that will affect everybody's lives. And the one thing that would affect mine, which kind of makes me feel a little sad and down, is if Joe Biden wins the presidency, he has been pretty clear that he anticipates doing another shutdown, but this time doing it nationwide, not letting the states make the decision, but rather the federal government. Well, my only concern is if they do another shutdown, does it go into next summer? If it goes into next summer, there'll still be things I can do outdoors, not like I did this summer. But the one thing that really concerns me is it would take away my chance to host a campground next year. And I certainly do not want that to happen. I'm getting up in the years. It's not, I need to take every opportunity I can. And I sure hope this election doesn't spoil that opportunity I have to host a campground for 4 months next year. So what did I do? I said, I just can't listen to it anymore. I can't watch this anymore. I can't hear it. So I jumped in the truck and I headed out here. I'm here at Wren Falls. I'm going to clip that camera to my hat. I'm going to walk over to the falls. I got to hike a little bit in there. And then I'm going to hike down the trail to a bridge that's down here. And then I'm going to, if I got enough daylight, I'm going to spin out of here and I'm going to head over to Foster Falls. So let's head on down to the falls, and I'm bringing you along while I come out here in the woods around Mother Nature. I got nobody to deal with here except Mother Nature and myself. And I can put all the rest of the miseries of the world behind me for a little bit. So let's head to the falls. I'll see you on the trail, see you at the falls. Well, folks, here we go. We're heading towards the falls. I see ATVs have been squeezing around the rocks here and heading down in. I wish they'd block this entrance a little better. I don't like the fact that ATVs can even get in here. It's too close to the falls. The river's down in there. Sounds like it's flowing really good too. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. The last I heard on the radio, looking at my truck says that it's 72 degrees. Radio said it's 70. And there's a nice, warm, average kind of breeze. Very comfortable hiking. Very, very comfortable. Beautiful day to hike. Problem is I got off to such a late start. My intentions were to stay home all day and watch the presidential election results, and I couldn't take it anymore. Couldn't take it. I had to get out of there. I had to get out in nature, relax, hike. And this is a beautiful, beautiful area to hike. And one thing about this area, just because you don't see a vehicle doesn't mean that there's no one around. This location is actually connected to the North Country Trail, so you could have somebody that's through hiking or doing a section hike that could come hiking through here, and they don't have a vehicle anywhere around. I'm walking out here. This is the point over the top of the falls, and then we'll go around and get a good view of the falls. You can see the river's flowing good. I love this gorge. This rocky gorge is just amazing. Amazing in here. I'm not going out there on the point today. But there's the base of the falls is right there. The falls is running good. It's running good. Okay, we're gonna walk around over here. Just over there is a good vantage point to see the falls. This is neat in here. Now the ATVs are coming in here and driving around. I don't like it because they're tearing the ground up driving in here. This should be a walk-in only. You can disperse camp in here. They allow you to disperse camp. And it's got a decent fire pit. It's a really nice spot, but it doesn't look so nice when you got ATVs tearing it up. Here we go. Here's the falls. Oh yeah. She's flowing good, flowing good. I hope you can see it, but right there, that's ice. That's ice on the rock, on that rock face. This gorge is so beautiful in here. Right now, the falls is kind of low. The Tyler Fork River is actually low right now, so the falls isn't running super hard right now. We haven't had any rain for about a week, and it's so late in the year that we don't get a lot of moisture. So, but this falls never disappoints. It's always beautiful, always beautiful. It's crazy. I'm not going to do it today, but I've seen people climb off this cliff's edge and mosey their way down, get down to the base. Dangerous as sin. That's all rock, and a lot of it's loose rock. If you lost your grip on that stuff, you'd be so busted up by the time you got to the bottom. But people just don't pay attention to things. Just over to my left a bit, there's a trail. It's a steep hill, but it's not dangerous like this. And you can work your way down and get right down to the base of the falls down here. Right down in there. I'm not doing it today though. We're gonna move on. I want to get on the trail over to the bridge. This trail, it moseys on. This is, like I said, this is part of the North Country Trail, which is a very long trail. I don't remember the miles. We're talking hundreds and hundreds, but we're talking hundreds of miles. Yeah, it's beautiful back in here. You can see the river down below flowing around. It comes way around from the left and goes around the bend and heads back down this gorge. And there's a bridge down here that they built just last year, and they had their volunteer trail maintenance crew out here. Well, let's take a look at the gorge a little bit. It's so pretty. So pretty. We're gonna go over on that bridge. Look at here. All right. Do you all know what that's called? Well, I'll tell you. That's the old Thunderbox. Along the North Country Trail here and there, you'll find Thunderboxes like that. So if you need to use the toilet, there it is. The only problem there, not a lot of privacy. It's right off the trail. Here's the trail. Trail goes right through here. And there's the Thunderbox. But I tell you, if you gotta go and you got nowhere to go, there you go. Okay, we're gonna head down to the bridge. And there's that wonderful bridge they built. Oh, they got a plaque. They put a plaque in. I like this. It's open to hiking. Nothing else. The North Country Trail. This spot I'm walking on right now, man, was this a mess in here. And it was steep and muddy. They did a pretty good job on it. Bill Thomas Bridge, 2019. Remembering Bill Thomas, 1952 to 2012, for his love of the great outdoors. Heritage Chapter N.C.T. That's the North Country Trail Association, I believe. Construction by Iron County Forestry. The county forestry department built this bridge, and it's an awesome bridge. Beautiful. They did an awesome job. And what it is it gives you a way to get across this river on the North Country Trail. Because I'll tell you what, there's no good crossings on this river. I'll show you the river here. It's flowing good, but it's not flowing as hard as it usually does. Now, when I was looking at the gorge, the last time on this video you saw me looking out over the gorge, I was right up there. Up on top of that, right up there. Looking down into the gorge towards the bridge. It's beautiful. We'll look downstream. Well, you can see quite a ways downstream down there. The only thing I wish they had done is about here somewhere, they put a informational plaque that gives you a little more information or history or something of that nature about this river, about Tyler's Fork. But it is beautiful. It is beautiful. I just want to show you what they got here. Okay, now you'll see that's the North Country Trail post, directional post. That's the trail. Heading up through there. Beyond this post, you see this. For some of you, you probably haven't seen these before, but that is a dispersed camping location. That's why that post is there, and it's telling you to, if you want to disperse camp while you're hiking this North Country Trail, the dispersed camping is right here. Now you'll see there's a marker there. There's another one there. somebody blazed this. We're gonna walk in and take a look at this area. This would be a nice spot to disperse camp up in here. Awesome river access right there. Awesome. Now somebody's bound to ask me, what's that river got in it for fish? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research before I can tell you that. Now I see these flags come over here and they turn and they basically terminate here. They don't go off in the woods any further. And then they go down the embankment so they can get down to the base without going down that steep hill to the river's edge. So you could disperse camp down there along the river. This is all nice river frontage right here. Very nice. So dispersed camping here would not be such a bad deal. Now I'm looking upstream and you can tell, you can't, the bridge I can just barely, no, that's, I don't believe that's even the bridge. But the bridge is way up there, way up there. So if I were to disperse camp here, I'd disperse camp up here on the hill. Being right on the water is nice, but I still think I'd disperse camp up here on the hill. There's a nice walk in here to check this out. I can see, oh boy, I would say on the way in here, I would have seen probably 6 spots that would have been great for dispersed camping. This area is perfect because, because it ends here, you can easily string a hammock from that tree to that tree, these trees to that tree, these trees to that tree to the one with the ribbon on it. Lots of places you can sling a hammock, and you got the river in front of you. I know on that hillside over there, if you sat here for the better part of a day just being quiet and watching, you're going to see wildlife through that hillside, all that hillside. So yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful spot back here. So with that, I'm going to head on back out to the truck and I'll see you there. Well, there we are, folks. That's it for Wren Falls. I hope you enjoyed this video. My wind's a little gone because it was uphill for the last 150 yards. And I just got here, set the camera on the truck. So a little out of wind. And I lit myself up a smoke. Can't smoke out in them woods today. Fire danger is at moderate. And I know why. All the ground cover, all the leaves are just dry. The soil's wet. It is really damp in here. I don't know what kind of conditions I'll run into at Foster Falls because there's some muddy spots over there. I might have to do some walking around them. But here, the ground's pretty good for hiking on. Like I said, it's soft. But all of the leaves, all the pine needles, everything on top is super dry. So yeah, there is a risk of fire. So no smoking out in the woods today. Only get to smoke when I'm back at the truck. So I hate to leave. I hate to leave. I love this location. I could hike around in these woods all day long. If I was camped here, I could hike around in those woods all week long. It's such a beautiful, unique spot. But I'm glad you tagged along. It's great. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll tell you what, if you're new to the channel, hey, subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll know when I'm popping a video up or live streaming. Also, I have memberships. If you look below my videos, you'll see a join button. If you hit join button, it'll give you the details of my memberships. And hey, please give me a thumbs up, would you? I'd love it. And comments, I love your comments. And until the next adventure, this is Sty, telling you as always, you all have a very, very nice day. Bye-bye.